The last one here is something that just came across a story here out of the New York Post. I'd love to know what you think about this. Trump jumps on offer to have Joe Rogan moderate the debate with Joe Biden. Now, so President Trump on Monday jumped on an offer from mixed martial artist, commentator, and Spotify podcast host. By the way, he has the biggest podcast in the country. If you're not familiar with Joe Rogan, certainly a lot of millennials, Gen Xers, and baby boomers as well. So it crosses all generations. But he's the biggest. I mean, he's got millions of people listen to him every week. Very influential. Says, and then Trump says, "Yes, I do." On my podcast. As a quote here, on my podcast with Joe Rogan, he offered to moderate a debate between Joe Biden and real Donald Trump. It would be for 4 hours, no live audience, just the two candidates, cameras, and their vision of how to move the country forward. Who wants this? And Trump retweeted this, saying he's on board. And here's the video of their discussion.
You be the control mechanism to the candidates, like a Biden-Trump debate with Joe Rogan hosting. Your questions.
I would want that. First of all, I'd want no one else in the room.
Just the
three
people?
of us.
Cameras so we can record the
yeah, just the three of us. And you would have to stream it live so no one can edit it.
Nope.
And I would want them in there for hours.
And ideas. We get to hear what they actually believe in, what they're going to do, who they're going to appoint, what judges are going to become.
Okay, so that's the plan. Give them 4 hours, 4 hours in a room, no audience, no pre-prepared questions. Certainly no teleprompters. Not that they had those in the debates, but there was that. I don't know if you see being passed around when Joe Biden appeared on James Corden. Apparently, there was a reflection on the picture of Biden held up with him and his sons, and off into the corner, it looked what appeared to be a teleprompter. With potentially the questions and Biden having to read his own answers. And it's not clear if that's the case or not, but that certainly doesn't bode well for Biden if he can't remember his own answers to, softball questions from a late night host. Whether or not that's just a common thing or not, I'm not sure about, but that one got passed around. What would you think of such a debate like this? Biden versus Trump on Joe Rogan for 4 hours. Can either one of them last 4 hours? I think Trump can last 4 hours. I don't know. I don't know about Biden if you would agree to it, but interesting. I mean, Trump is basically game when it comes to any debate. He's like, I'm there when it comes to debating Joe Biden. It doesn't seem like he cares what the venue is, what the circumstances are, except for there's that battle over. I think the Biden team wanted fact checkers, live fact checking, which would be just ridiculous. But I'd love to know what you think about this. The first scheduled debate is on September 29th, and that this one could, maybe is there a possibility here that Biden would agree? I mean, it would be interesting. I mean, here we are, as they mentioned, as Rogan mentioned. It's 2020. Maybe we're doing these debates. These started it was Nixon Kennedy, right? It was the first televised debate, and we've more or less, from what I understand, more or less followed a similar format. Since then, maybe it would be time. Maybe America would like to see something different. See these two men who are vying to be the leader of the free world. Trump being reelected, but Biden, asking for that privilege to be voted in. Maybe you need to see how they act in something less scripted and something less formal. And really get a measure of the man. I support it 100%. I would love to see this. I would absolutely tune in to see this, and I think millions of Americans would as well.